Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. So recently I was playing with the my box of scraps, and I went through a few, but I was thinking about another project that I saw, and if I can remember who I saw it from, I will link the video. But they did a project with thick scraps glued to a masterboard. So I started doing one here, and I'm just going to finish it up, and then we're going to cut this apart and play with it. And I think I'm going to make some tags out of this, maybe some belly bands, and for my yellow journal, because I definitely need some tags for the 2 yellow journals. So I thought this would be a great place to use up some scraps and make some ephemera. So I have gone through, push this to the side here, and this was an ugly piece of scrapbook paper. It had a lot of that gold foiling on it, so I have gone and glued a bunch of the thicker papers to it. I tried to keep it straight and not overlap them so that they are flat. And I think, like I said, I'm just going with the yellow theme, and I might end up just finishing this last piece here and not do another one because I don't really have a thicker one. I was hoping I had a little bit thicker yellow, but I don't. Well, that could be fun. Let's do that one. Okay. But I can cut that part off. It doesn't have to necessarily be the full length of it. This started out like 12 inches. It was a cutoff from a 12 by 12 paper pad. I actually used part of that for the pocket things that I made recently. So the piece that left was 9. So I must have cut off a 3-inch strip. Yeah. So this is 9 by 12, but using a ugly 8.5 by 11 scrapbook paper would work also. Just something rectangular, and to put all the strips going completely across. I've done these masterboard strip kind of things before, where I did them on my tickets, but I did part ones and overlapped a little. But this, I wanted to make sure it was completely flat, so I did not overlap it at all. And with the rest of the masterboard, I did go through and I glued onto here to make sure it stuck. But I threw a little bit more on here since this was going to be the last piece. And all I did was I put it on there close and slid it into place so it didn't overlap, and squished it out. Yeah. All right, the last piece is on. Okay, so now I'm going to take it and I think I'm going to hand cut these borders off, but then we'll use the big chopper to cut the pieces down. So some of these, I tried to, as you can see, this one side is a little bit longer than that side. I tried to, if I wanted to keep a couple of these pieces, maybe not all of them, maybe all of them, most of them. All right, I'm not going to keep those 2. All right, keep those 2. I do have a little box of scraps that are about this size, so I'm going to put them in there. I have I sorted these a long time ago. I think I mentioned in the last Scrapbuster video, but try to remember to link it. It's probably the best thing I ever did was to sort my scraps by size. And as soon as I make a scrap, I put it in the correct box. Makes it so much easier too. So none of these are going to get saved. These are all too tiny. All right, so now that this is cut to size-ish, get these out of the way. We can get the big cutter out and make some cuts. All right, I don't know, get rid of this piece here. I mean, I guess I probably could have kept it with a bit of a yellow tone to it with the gold, but we'll get rid of that. All right, I do see a piece coming up over here, so a preemptive strike. Now throw some glue in there. Now I do see a bit of shine through from the gold where it did not totally meet, but I think that'll be okay. Like I said, yellow and gold. Kind of looks like a thin string of glitter in there. I like it. Different. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but if you can, it's kind of cool. All right, so I digress. All right, so we're gonna take this. Now, like I said, I was thinking about making some belly bands out of this, so I'm gonna flip this over, and how wide of a belly band should I make? 1.5 inches? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. All right, so we're just gonna cut 1.5 inches off of there, and this could be a belly band. Now, it's too long. I could cut it in half and make shorter belly bands, or wait and see. Let's get my journal out. So if I wanted to put belly band on this page, I can see if I want to put it like that, and probably cut it there and be able to use that for some sort of tag. Like that could work. Save it for a minute. If I wanted those, I could, and save those for pieces. So there, got a fun little belly band on. Now if I just wanted all belly bands for this, I could just keep cutting strips and make belly bands. But I'm thinking of making like tall tags. And like I said, this was 12, so if I wanted to do it at 6, I could cut this in half till 6. And then figure out how, let's see, I think I'm going to use, this goes right to 6, so. Now I do not know where it's going to split. Hopefully it doesn't split a piece too much, but I got a nick in there somewhere. It's been getting caught up a little bit. Yeah, see, it left a tiny little piece there, but I think it'll be okay. All right, so now we are going to cut journal cards. Now this is, what did I say, 9? No, not quite. It is 7.5. So 3.5, 7.5, 3.5. 7.5, 3.25. 3.5 is 7. 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Make 2 out of this one. That's a nice size journal card tag. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know why I'm flipping it over. It's not gonna be much different. 3 3/4. All right. And if I wanted to, if I felt like this was gonna come off, I could trim it a little shorter. Call it a day. Now, if I wanted to make pockets out of them, I could have taken them and cut them into pocket size, done that. But I think those are great to make huge pocket tags. Because I am, like I said, I am looking for, like this one right here needs some sort of tag to go behind it. And what a great size to be able to make a journal card. Could make it into a tag, could round the 2 edges. This is looking for a pocket. Is this going to be too wide? Oh, it's perfect. Didn't even realize that, but look how great that would go. And make a journal card out of that. I love it. This one needs a tuck. Yeah, these are great sizes. I love it. And like I said, if I need a belly band for something, I could use that. But I think these are great because they kind of remind me of those ones that you make where you put the Tim Holtz kind, and put little decorations on each. So we could definitely go through and add little decor to each, stamp some, put something like that on there. That's fun. I might have to use this on some of these. I like the colors with these. Leave that out. But it's my infamous little bucket. I just have stuff in here that I just never, I throw stuff in here. I don't know if I'm going to use or not. What do I got in there? An orange flower. Yeah, the bucket. Okay. All right, let's put that to the side and see what I can do. All right, I don't think I'm going to play with this today, so we're going to put this to the side somewhere. And let's see if we can decorate. All right, those words go this way, so let's go that way. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm gonna find somewhere to put this on here with something. All right, let's get my, oh, I forgot to add my Y to my other Y. I'll need to track that down. You are kind of big for that, but boy, isn't that pretty? I haven't really gone through here to see what I got left, and I probably should have done that. But I just decided to do this idea, and you know how that goes. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that one. Okay. Keep this one out too, because I might do something with that one. All right. Okay, this one has a bit of blue in there, so I guess that one did too, but this one has a little bit more blue. Let's go with that. And since these edges are rounded, let's round them. I think I'm going to use my big one. That's a pretty big journal card. Let's do that. But for the bottom, I'm going to do the medium size. Okay. And just a bit of ink on there. Just try to catch some of the edges a little bit. Yeah. And throw some on the back. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to end up cutting it off or wrapping it around. I haven't decided yet. We'll have to see. Probably end up cutting it off, because any part that wraps around is not going to be very informative, or yeah. And put that down there. This I'll wrap around though, so got some looks like stamping. These were just Tim Holtz stamp stuff, stamped on some like masking tape, so I have to do that project again. The only thing I notice when it sits for a while, it does, the ink seeps through and it kind of loses its stickiness, but nothing a little glue won't do or help or fix that. All right, I'm going to keep that on that side and that on that side. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we're going to put that there. And I think it needs a blue ticket. I think I put that on the top, so let's glue this down. Oh, I don't know why I put glue on that edge. Probably thought I was going to wrap it around, but I'll wrap it around. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And just a little ink on this, grunge it up a little bit, and just thought of something. Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I forgot that this arrived in the mail this morning, so I went, and I hadn't opened the package. I went down to grab it. I got these from Amazon. I will throw a link in the bottom. I did peek at them, and they are awesome, and I'm thinking it would be perfect on this. So I'm going to open this blue package up first. They are tickets, not really tickets, like plates, book plates, or I don't know what you want to call them. They are numbers. They are stickers, but they're hard like chipboard. How cool is that? And a lot of them come with the pre-holes in them. Pre-hole tags. But I thought something like this would be very fun on here, and I could probably even add, what do you call it? A highlighter or a brad onto here, just to add something fun to these. But yeah, so there's the blue version, and I'm gonna probably end up putting these all in one bin. So I'm gonna take them, I gotta find a little envelope for them, so I'm gonna keep them out. But oh, I think that one's perfect. I think we're gonna go with that one. All right, so we're gonna keep that one to the side, but let me show you the other ones that came in too. I'll do that one last. All right, so there's this was all one purchase. They came as a grouping. I said I will link it. Hopefully they'll be still there. Like I said, ordered them a few days ago. It took a couple days to come from Amazon, but these are pink ones, and I'm going to keep these cards. How fun is that with the little thing? I could probably even put a signature in there. Those are cute. I like those. But there's a pink version. Again, hard chipboard, and like I said, they are stickers. So I would think if you wanted to, I was also thinking these would be fun for dangles, to be able to hang on something, but you would probably have to pull the sticker off and back it with something paper-wise and maybe repunch the holes out, because this easy release paper, I wouldn't trust that it would stay on there for just being a dangle, but how cute would that be for a dangle? I mean, it's got the little notch cut out from the side. But like I said, I would probably, if I was going to dangle it, add some regular paper behind it, eyelet in there. I love it. Oh, let's not lose that. And obviously I'm not going to show you them all, but looking at the back of the package, they were all different. Even though they're similar, they're all different. So there's pink ones, and these are orange ones, which is perfect. We got that orange journal coming up. Put that to the side and pull these out. I have a similar, there was a similar, and now I'm saying this, hopefully it's not stolen from this person, but I had a similar digital from these, but if these were just originals scanned from somewhere, then maybe it's not an issue, but I do apologize now that I'm looking at them if it was stolen from somebody, but they're very cool. I love that they're thick like this cardboardy, but they're stickers. Fun, fun, fun. All right, there's that orange one, and of course yellow, which I love. I'm on the yellow journal right now. Unfortunately, I finished the pink journal, but all right, yellow. Like I said, all very similar. All the pre-holes, tags, so cool. I love that. Very cool. Yellow, and this one is, these are more neutrals. Look, a round one with the looks like a book plate. Very cool. I love it. I love them. So cool. And I think they were like $7. It was maybe $9. They weren't very expensive. Oh my gosh, look at this one with that little like string still attached, laser cut to it. That's gonna get ruined quickly. But it's very cute to start, right? I love it. And I'll just remind you to take some regular string in those holes and string them up. So cute. All right, so the last one that I decided to do separately. This one is a little bit different than the rest. let's pull this. All right, because there are the normal book plates, variety colors, some blues, some oranges, burgundies, fun color ones. Then there's also a whole bunch of rulers in here. Up and down ones, sideways, yeah, and up and down, another sideways, and that. So very cool. Ruler, a few rulers, and the tags. So okay, I went and checked real quick. So for these six packages, they're currently on sale for $7.90, and it said 150 pieces, which I believe that makes sense. Approximately 150, 25 each. Yeah, there's 25 in each pack. So yeah, 150 pieces. That's why the 25p, Lisa. 150 pieces. It's on sale for $7.90. The regular price I think said $9.96, so $10 for that. Like I said, I thought they were a great deal. I think they're super fun, and I cannot wait to play with these. So the link will be in the description. I'll probably put cardboard, call them cardboard, chipboard, cardboard, number tags, cardboard number tags, that if you want to pick some up, but they're very cool for that. So I think, like I said, I'm gonna grab some brads, and we'll add this one, and I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna find a bag or container to put these in. All right, I am back. So I think I'm gonna attach the two brads. I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna glue this down eventually, but I think it'd be easier to glue a gluey part onto here than the paper release part onto there, because I'm going to attach the brads onto here, or the eyelets onto here, and then attach it, not put them through, since it's going to be like a journal card. So all right, so I found these found these tiny blue brads or eyelets that I thought would be cute with that. So let's go ahead and put these in, and there we go. Cute. And they're so tiny though, they're hard to handle. They go perfectly in there. They are a little loose, they do shimmy, but they will stay in there. So I'm guessing, and I should have checked, I think the bigger brads would probably have gone, or eyelets would probably have gone in there too. But cute. I think I would put that up high. And like I said, I'm going to glue it. It's sticky, but since the eyelets are back there, I just want to make sure that it has some extra glue on there. And we're going to put these up there. And oops. I think it's going to take an extra second to get this to stick, since it is lifted up by the eyelets, but it will eventually stick. I just got to be a little bit more tenacious with it. I mean, not that you have to stick brads with it. It would be definitely cute to be able to put this through. And if it was a pocket, I definitely, oh, that's what maybe I could grab one of those pockets I made out of the scraps and add one of those to it. Let's do that. I'm gonna track down where I put those. All right, we're gonna stay there and let you dry. All right, I did this one. I'm thinking a tag would be perfect right there. So maybe a pink one. I think you're kind of cool. I like you. I don't necessarily think an up and down one will be nice. I think think I like you. Yep, let's go with that one. I don't think she'll, like, this thing is full. I got stuff to spare, as they say. All right, so it's got two little holes where I can stick some sort of brad or eyelet through. Let me see if my eyelets would fit. These holes might be just a little bit, I might have to make them a little bit bigger, because I do have some baby pink, and I'm sure somebody's going to ask, where did I get the tiny eyelets? I've had this eyelet set, scrapbooking days, 20 plus years, mini eyelets. I don't know if they exist anymore in the world. I mean, I even have some, I got some snaps in here too. Oops, that got flew in the wrong color. I have snaps too in here. And then some bigger eyelets, but and some star eyelets. Never really used these. I should find a place to put a fun little star eyelet, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I am not sure if they exist anymore, where I got them. It's been a while. Okay, so I can visually see that these are too big for the hole. So I'm going to take my tiny little hole and I'm going to make sure it goes not off the end, because we don't want to lose the end. So we're going to go up. And yep, it's good. It's good. I probably could have taken my awl and poked a little hole in there, but that worked. Okay, so we need to put a hole in here. So you're going to go there, and I think I'm going to attach the brad because stay up. Okay, so that got attached to the back, and I'll probably put a little piece of washi tape over it so nothing gets caught in there. But yeah, that should work. And I think that's a small side, yeah. Oop. Don't shift, don't shake, don't shimmy. I probably could just use a pokey hole to do this. Yeah, pokey hole works. Okay, and chomp. There we go. It was a little bit harder because it didn't get rid of the hole, it just pushed the paper through. So it was better, it would have been better if I would have put the hole and not the pokey tool. Okay, let's put some washi tape on the back here. This is just handy, so I'm gonna add some glue to this just so it stays down. Yeah, that way I'll make a little smooth entrance if something, and it's farther down too, so I don't think it should be a problem with it. But I am going to poke the hole visually so it sees through. Okay, cute. Well, that was an unforeseen added twist on this video that I was not planning on doing. That is for sure. But you know, when the whim strikes you to figure out something, you just kind of got to go with it, right? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call this video done because I got to figure out some more stuff to put onto those cards. And like I said, this one could be definitely fun. I'll have to cut it down a little bit, but yeah, I like that. So scrap busting, putting strips onto a bigger piece of paper, cut them down to journal size or cut them down to belly bands. I could have cut them even skinnier, maybe 3 across, cut them into tags, cut them shorter down instead of the 6 inches down to maybe like 4 inches because it was 12, done 3 rows and been able to do pockets. I mean, similar, the pockets going this way versus this way. But yeah, so lots of options, and they were very quick to do since you're using the really big strips of paper. And what's nice about these is, since the way I made them all the same color is that all of these belly bands, journal cards, pockets, whatever I decide to make out of them, coordinate with each other and are very similar in nature. So, but each one can be different. And the bonus of, I remembered I got those tags in and I love them. I love them. All right, that is going to be it for me today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and like to see, I'll be working on the yellow journal. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, a thumbs up for like, and like I said, I will link the videos down below, link the video for this pocket, and if I can figure out who had the idea for this, I'll try to track that channel down and link that. And also don't forget to look for the cardboard number chipboard tags. That'll be down below too. Check them out. They are awesome. I love them. I think they're so cool. A little bit of texture. I love them. Okay, that's it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.